So dear student, in this video we shall discuss about the types of plan. In last video we have discussed about the features of planning, the process of planning. But today we are going to discuss the types of plans. Let us discuss. So every organization, every company has to prepare a plan, develop a plan before taking or before making any decision related to the business operation or any undertaking. They have to plan before undertaking any projects or events or venture. Okay, this type of plans depends upon the use and length of the plan. Certain plans are prepared or certain plans are developed for short term horizon. That is what the span of plan will be very short, within 1 year, 6 months, 1 week, even for the 1 day. Okay, these types of plans, short term plans, are developed or prepared for achieving the operational goals. So these types of plan has been divided into two categories. One is standing plan, another one is single use plan. Again, this standing plan has been classified into policies, procedure, rules, methods, objectives. These strategies, these are the types of standing plan. Whereas single use plan, we have only two types. One is program, another one is object. Let us discuss in detail what is standing plan. The name suggests these plans are formulated once and repeatedly used. These plans continuously guide the manager. That is why it is said a standing planning is a standing guide to the recurring problem. So this standing plans is prepared for those activities which are occurring regularly, which activities we are undertaking in day-to-day life. That's for them these types of plans are prepared in order to guide the management. In order to guide the management continuously, the standing plans are prepared, and this type of planning is prepared only once. But this type of planning can be modified, or it can be changed from time to time in order to meet the needs of the business. Okay, business requirement. In order to meet the requirement, that is what, in order to cope up with the changing environment, we can also change or modify the standing plan. But it is formulated only once, which is used for the day-to-day problem, recurring problems, which is regularly we are doing. Okay, that is what we say recurring problem, and it is used repeatedly for day-to-day activities. This type of plans are prepared. It is prepared only once, but it can be modified in order to take into the consideration of changes. Okay, the main intention of preparing standing planning is to ensure that the organization, the internal operations of the organization should be or could be run smoothly. So for smooth operations of the organization, for effective working environment, standing plans are prepared. Again, this type of plan has been classified into several types. First is what? Objectives. The first and foremost step in planning process we have seen is setting objectives. The first step of planning is setting objectives. Without objectives, plans are useless and baseless. So objectives are defined as ends for the achievements of which an organization goes on working. The objectives are the ends. It is the end for which the whole organization is working for. So the whole organization means what? Every management, every subordinate of the organization is working in order to achieve the set objectives. So my objective is to become a IAS officer. After becoming a IAS officer, it is said to be accomplishment or achievements of the objectives. Even the organization will also have a certain objective. Say for example, in next year the sale of my company will goes to increase by 10%. That is what the objectives, for which the organizations, the companies or the management are going to work. So in order to achieve the increase the 10% sale, or say for example the return on investment earning profit for my company will be increased by 20%. So 20% profit should be earned in next year. That is what the objective, for which the companies or the management are strive to achieve those objectives. That is what, earning 20% of profit in this year or in coming year. That is what the objective ends. So So they may be designed as a desired future position. That is what, in next year my company should be in a top first company by earning 20% of profit. Okay, that is what the future desired position. Okay, in this position I should be, that the management could like to reach, that the management, that the company could like to reach. That is what we say objectives. So these objectives directs, or these objectives guides the management which activity should be done and which activity should not be done. Okay, it is just like a directing or guiding to the management. They provide direction to the activities, and also it provides a benchmark for measuring the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization. And this objective will also act as a benchmark for what, for measuring the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization. So planning, the objective, they represent not only end point of the planning, it is just not a ending of the point of the planning, but also end towards which other functions of the management is aimed. So here, when your objectives has been achieved, then there will be end towards the other functions of management, like organizing, staffing. When this is a end, when the objectives has been achieved, that is what objective. Next is strategy. What is strategy? Strategy refers to future decision defining the organizational direction and scope in long run. So strategy is a broad continuous of the organization business. It refers to the future decisions defining the organizational direction and scope in long run. It is a comprehensive plan which includes long-term objectives, adopting the particular course of action, allocating resources necessary to achieve the objective. So what exactly the strategy is? Strategy is a future decision. Okay, future course of action that you want to take. Okay, defining the organizational direction, which direction you want to move, and the scope of this plan, this type of planning is usually long term. Okay, for more than 1 year we are going to prepare, and it is one of the comprehensive plan. Under strategy, we need to consider the business environment. Business environment we have to take into the consideration before formulating the strategy. Before formulating the strategy, you have to consider the economic conditions of the country, the political condition of the country, the technological advancement. Okay, then social environment, all the factors of the business environment you have to keep in mind before preparing the strategies. This strategy includes three dimension. One is long term objectives. What is long term objectives? And next is adopting particular course of action, what type of action, what type of activity I need to take. And next is allocating the necessary resources in order to achieve the objectives. So allocating the resources, nothing but it may be financial resources, it may be human resources, it may be a raw material. You are precisely allocating the necessary resources to the necessary departments, and in order to achieve the organization objectives. So objectives, the major strategic decisions in the business organization, like whether I need to drop this type of product, or whether I should bring changes in the existing product, whether I should launch a new product, or whether I should make a modification of the business, or I should combine, that is what, merge with the another company. This is what the strategy is. Next is policy. Policy refers to the general guidelines which brings uniformity in decision making for achievement of the organizational objectives. So policies general refers to the general guidelines. It is just a guidelines which bring the uniformity in decision making for achieving the organizational objectives. So here, in order to eliminate the subjectivity, so these policies are prepared. The guidelines are prepared in decision making. Why? In order to eliminate the subjectivity, in order to eliminate the bias, policies are prepared. Next, they provide direction to the manager of the organization. They are flexible as they may be changed as per the requirement. So these policies will provide direction to the activities of the manager, the actions of the manager of the organization. They are flexible. Policies are flexible. They can be modified according to the So this policy usually refers, these policies act as a, parameter according to which the management are going to functions, within which the management is going to work. Take for example, selling the all goods and services only on cash basis. This is also a policy. There will be a reservation for the women in our organization. This is what the policies. Next is procedure. You all know, you all heard about this. In day to day life we will also use the procedure. What exactly the procedure is? Procedures are those plans which determine the sequential steps, carry out some activities. Rules. Be performed. Method provides a prescribed way on manner in which task has to be performed. Considering the objective details, it deals with the task comprising one step of procedure and a specific how this is to be performed.